Welcome back, everyone, to the Museum of Pinetopia, where today I am going to work on the entrance to the museum. And the entrance, I like to have a section sticking out in front with pillars on it, coming out this way. So we're going to have to level this out a little bit in order to get everything here. But I figured that the best place for us to start would be one outside of this line right over here. So I'm going to start by going out, let's say 7 this way, because the idea here is I'm going to have pillars separated by 7. So I want to be 7 out from here and then moving across here for 21 blocks until I reach there, or from here to the line on the other end is 20 blocks, which is why I'm going outside one of each. So they will be a total of 22 blocks in there, and that means the total distance between them, or I should say that if you count from one end to the other, not counting the start point, you will have 21 blocks as a result of that. So I think that is going to work out very well with the even sized area that I've got right over here. So I've just finished getting this out. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So not counting this step right here, I think. Actually, I think, yeah, because this will be the wall. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then going out across there until we meet there. And I'm going to have to probably level things out a little bit as I build this. Here we have the outline for the portico for this building. The idea there is that we'll have a column, no, not there. We'll have a column over here, then 7 blocks out from there we have another one, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, another one here, and then if things are counted right, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and finally one here. So this will act as the portico for the building. So we will enter here, have this area covered, so we'll have a roof up here and into the building proper. And then this will be our grand hall where I plan to put the fossils. And I'm probably not going to be able to have real fossils. I'll probably wind up having to create them from bone meal or something like that. So a skeleton farm would be fine for that. I guess if I could get into the nether, I can use fossils from there. Then over on this end, we'll have paintings and pottery. So paintings on the wall and then pottery lining the floor around there. And on this side over here, we will have various styles of armor going all the way down and around. And I think that'll cover... Does that cover everything? I think that'll cover everything. Then we'll have the gardens and a little zoological park going around there also. And I think that would be a nice outline for everything. I just have to think of the best material to use for the flooring here. Will I continue along with the diorite, or would I try something else? How about if I just have a series of rectangles? So what I'll do is go out like this. For now, we'll just go out. First, let's try it at this point here, because at some point I need to decide whether I'll just call it here and then have them go down from here into 3 separate sets, or if I should just have one long. No, I think that would be too large. So how about if we just do it like this? So now this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's not quite even there. So what if we make it even it by having this little border where we have it like this, then we do the same thing over on here. Making sure that everything works out here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, I think that's what I want to do. And then finally, we'll do it one more time here. Let's get on here now. Are we actually going to have enough here? Well, I can always get more of this. Yes, I think that will work. Then, after that, we will then try granite. Alright, let me get some granite so we can try it. How about if we have a little bit of a checkerboard here? So what I'll do is I will have the granite like this, and then we'll have andesite over here, right? Then we'll do that again. So that they're alternating in there. Okay, good. And then finally we'll do the same over here. And see how that works. So it's not the same pattern as we have on the indoors. There we go. Yeah, I think this will work quite nicely out here. So now after this, we are going to have, between the first two pillars, we'll have a stairway heading on down that's going to bring us down towards the river. And probably that would just be maybe diorite, perhaps with a stripe of either granite or andesite, depending upon my mood as I build that downwards. Now the pillars themselves, they are going to, let's see, I need to get down far enough in order to find something like calcite or get into the nether for something like quartz. I don't think diorite will quite be what I want there. Now I guess I could try, maybe if I could even get blackstone or something like that. Or deep slate. Yeah, deep slate, because I should be able to get down far enough on that. And that means I need to really start doing some serious mining. Now, I don't have a real mine down yet. I haven't gone down far enough, which is why I don't have anything like diamonds or anything like that. So I think what I need to do is to pick an area out here and just start digging downwards. But I don't want it to be interrupting the flow of this, because I am thinking that this is going to be a little bit of a exhibit on its own. So I think this would be a nice little corner in which to actually start my dig. And so I'm just going to start digging down and hope I don't run into too many terrible things as I do. And by terrible things, I mean things like big deep caverns that suddenly take a 200-meter drop or anything like that. Yes, I know I'm at y equals 45, and lowest level is, I believe, minus 64. So it's only about 100 or so. So there isn't. So you're not going to have a 200-meter drop from here. Just 100. Just still enough to kill you, though. I've made it down to -8, which is, of course, well into deep slate level, and it looks like I found this. Doesn't look too infested yet, but you never know. I guess we better punch our way through and find out what's down here. We hope it's not creepers and skeletons and zombies, which is actually most likely what is going to be living down here. Okay, yes, definitely creepers. Since that last clip, I've been pondering the question of how I am going to manage to move any items that I find. Meaning I am going out in search of these rare treasures all over the place, these ancient artifacts, and I'm going to be finding them with probably in large amounts if I ever find a trail runes, because I've worked on trail runes in another world, and the amount of stuff that I found there was overwhelming, and as such I am going to be needing a means of transporting it around. Now, if the trail runes happens to be next to the water, I could of course use a water boat to get there, and based on my estimates it'll be about 4 chests worth that will be in there. So if I start out with an empty inventory, I'll be making 2 trips in order to get all the stuff over. But of course if it's not near water, then the whole thing about a chest boat is out. Now there is the possibility of a donkey, and I think I saw a donkey out over there in an earlier episode. Is that be fine? Be also something that I could ride on and all that stuff. But that would mean finding a saddle. So that's another thing to consider. There's one more matter, and that is that since I have a couple of leads, I believe, right? I thought I had a couple of leads. Ah, here they are. That what if instead of donkeys I tried llamas? Now the advantage of llamas is that I've run to a savanna already, I believe down in the southerly direction, and if I go around looking for llamas, going into the savanna, seeing if we have any plateaus where there are llamas located, and I could tame a few llamas, put some leads on them. In fact, you put a lead on one, many of the other llamas will follow you. I think then that will make a very nice way to be able to transport goods all over the place, to start a caravan. That possibility is the reason why I planted all of those wheat seeds. So I'll be going in, turning this whole section for now into a wheat garden. Now in the long term, I'll probably turn it into a botanical garden or something like that. But for now, it'll serve as a wheat field so that I could get bales of hay, so that I could have them for feeding llamas, so that I could breed them. I think that'll work. That looks like it could be a savanna plateau up there. So let's head on down. Perhaps wave to the villagers. And then find out if there are any llamas up there. I hope there's a way through there that doesn't require a lot of swimming. It appears that they have a little bit of a flooding problem here. I think I need to deal with this first. So let's go and help them out here. Then we could claim some goods in return once that is improved. There, let's go and let's get that up there, that up there, that up there. Ah. Let's go there. Oops. Oh. That was bad. I didn't want to actually destroy their water source. Well, I'll have to take care of that bit. But at least it stopped the flooding for now. That's barely stopped by other factors. Ah, sunset. There you go. That's much better. So everything is all nice and fine. Well, maybe not everything. I better take care of this one also. Now, no, 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 no. Whew. That was close. Alright, so that was a little tricky, shall we say. let's also plant a couple of things here. Okay, good. Make sure there's nothing else that is in bad shape. Isolated melon without anything growing from it. That looks weird. I haven't seen any llamas yet. Looks like I went into a stone mountain or something, and what I found instead is calcite. Out of curiosity, can you do this with a... Yes, you can mine this with a stone pick, and it doesn't take too long. So, I am going to spend a bit of time getting all this calcite, because I think this will make a nice material for those pillars I need to build. There were no llamas up there, but the place was getting infested with mobs, so I made a hasty retreat. But not before I was able to retrieve a nice set of calcite. What looks like 7.5 stacks of calcite. I think that should really help me in working on this place. So I think we will try to see how this looks right over here. See how good it looks. Since this is, alright, let's see, up there, 1, 2, let's just go 3 high for each of these, see how it looks, and if my idea of having calcite here is going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah, right over here, if calcite will really be the as nice to work, as appealing, let's say, for my columns as I am hoping. Because I was wondering about, do I need to go into the nether? What are the odds of me finding calcite anywhere? And the first mountain I check is full of calcite. I'm not too sure I have seen a calcite mountain before. Oh yeah, this is perfect. I may decide to change the color pattern of the floor here, though. And yes, I am going to be replacing the cobblestone out here eventually. I have to decide exactly what I want to use for that. But I think for the calcite, yes, it's going to have to be a little bit taller so that we have a perfect height for a portico. But I think we have our column color. Okay, that's that done. I'm still in search of a savanna plateau that may have some llamas, and I didn't find any yet, but it looks like I have found a donkey. Well, I'm going to guess we might as well tame one, though I guess I need an empty hand first. I won't be able to tame one at the moment. I mean, ride one at the moment. But I guess I could try to tame one, bring it back on a lead, since I did bring a pair of leads, so that I'll at least have something, assuming, of course, that the donkey doesn't keep on knocking me off. Are we good to try? This may take some time. Hey. Alright, good. So now that that's done, at least at some point we'll have to, let's see. There we go, okay, so I could lead you about for a while I look for other companions. I suspect that if I don't take her along, it'll be an inevitable situation of Where did that lead go? Right? I lost the lead. Ah! Looky here. Finally. How many have we got here? We have 3 llamas. Alright, let's see if I could go about taming them. Actually, no, I will be needing the fence post eventually, most likely. Ooh. Okay, that one has kids. Maybe we should just try to get the whole family. Alright, that's one. Okay, that's 2. Let's see, where's the other pair? That doesn't look like a llama. Especially doesn't look like 2 llamas. Well, we've got... Oh, here they are. I was about to say we had 2. Maybe we could just do with that. Ouch! Bumping me against the trees. Alright, that's 3. I'm assuming I can't do that with the young, but that the child will follow the mommy. Alright, so now, let's see. Now, just in case this doesn't work, I'll keep track of the locations because I only have 1 lead left. I did eventually find the other one that I had on the donkey, but I left that with the donkey. Let's see if... Ah, okay, now they're all anxious to follow along. Good. Now let's see if I can get down onto level ground and see how many I managed to have when I finally get back home. Probably none, most likely, because I'm sure this lead will break about 5 times at least before I get there. Okay, let's not lose any of them. Alright, now let's go about and... how about down this way? I'm going to have to do this carefully. I guess I also need to make sure I pick up the donkey along the way. The challenge of leading these all the way through here makes me wonder how well this is going to work if I did use this as my form of doing caravans. Willing to join us along? Oh, I guess I'll grab you too. Now. Oh, hold on. Alright. Make sure everybody joins in. This is going to be a really long trip. I managed to arrive back safely with all 4 llamas. That's good. Unfortunately, I lost the lead for the donkey, so I'm going to have to go back and fetch her. I do have the lead that I used for the llamas, so I'm hoping that with that I could be able to get the donkey back home safely. Assuming, of course, I don't fall into a pit or anything like that. Ah, here she is. There you go. This way. This way. You're stubborn as a mule. I'm back. And we're done with that little expedition. So, I came here giving up on the idea of getting a donkey, went out looking for llamas. I managed to get 4 of them, and I did manage to get a donkey to boot. Now, I think I'm supposed to be able to put carpets on these guys or something like that. How'll that work? Like that, I guess. Okay, that's one. That must have been the baby. Now let's see if I understand how chests work properly. Alright, we got you there. There's a chest for you. There's a chest for you. There's a chest for you. And there's a chest for you. And okay. Alright, so we got 15 on the donkey. Alright, so I can put a chest on a donkey that doesn't have a saddle. I just can't ride it, of course. As for you, we've got 6. Not exact. Actually, I think that's about average for a 3. That's definitely. Hope that's not average. Let's see. Okay, you've got 6. You've got 3. You've got 9. 3, 6, 9. Alright, let's see. Okay, see, you are 3. Okay, you're at 9. You're at 6. You're at 6. Alright, so it looks like it averages at 6. So that is 24 for that. 15 for the donkey. That is 39. Of course, the donkey is rather annoying to lead around. So I think getting a saddle for the donkey would be good if I plan to use the donkey in carrying. But the donkey does have a lot more carrying capacity than a single llama does. Though altogether, they have a bit more. I have to think about what I'm going to do. That's all going to be for the future to worry about. And I think that's it for this episode. So far, we managed to start digging down in the grotto area. We managed to find some calcite while I was starting my look for the llamas. I managed to eventually find the llamas, and I could breed these together to get more. I have 1 donkey, so I can't do much breeding on that matter, but I think there's still the matter of a donkey down in that area. Of course, moving one around could be difficult, but at least maybe I could get one to a boat and maybe could get over that way. Then perhaps 1 donkey might turn out to be enough. We have to find that out later. But that's for a future episode of Piney Plays Minecraft Pinetopia Museum.